What is going on, everybody? My name is Seth and you're watching 252 Squad, and in today's video we're going to be back with the twin turbo S197 build. We're going to be putting on a drag pack on the car, some 15x10s, some 17x4.5, some good old Mickey Thompsons and some Hoosiers, getting this thing all dialed in to go ahead and start drag racing the car, taking it to the track and going ahead and doing a little bit of street racing. But anyways, guys, let's get further into the video. I hope you enjoy.
1, 2, 3.
Alrighty, so we got the drag pack in and it is insane. So let me show you what we're working with here. So we have right behind me a forgestar D5 and a 15x10, big old chunky boy, and beside it is some Mickey Thompson ET Street R's and a 275 60/15. This is the biggest tire that I can run for the class of racing that I'm trying to do, which is street car class. I'm planning on street car bragging rights and what's it called? Street car takeover Charlotte. And so for pretty much both races, this is the biggest tire I can run for the class that I want to run in the street car class. So that's what we got working with here. I don't think I'm going to need beadlocks, honestly. You know, I think beadlocks may be a little overrated, but we're going to find out. I don't really know that much about high horsepower drag racing, but I think a 750 wheel horsepower S197 should be fine on this setup, but we're going to find out here shortly. So let's go ahead and get a mount and everything. And then I got to install a BMR sway bar relocation bracket on the actual car itself, so stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and get to the tire machine, go ahead and get these bad boys mounted up. Alrighty, so we got the S197 in for the drag pack, and to do the drag pack, I do have to relocate the rear sway bar, and that is using a BMR kit. Let me grab that. So all this kit is just a few plates and some bolts that actually are going to relocate the way the sway bar mounts on the S197s to allow you to run a 15-inch drag radial, which is what I have sitting right there, the ones you just saw me install and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get the car up, get the wheels off, and show you, because you got to do some cutting, which you can tell I've already done a lot on this car. So yeah, let's get to cutting. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm gonna do with this is actually take this sway bar down. Just got some 15s here. I'm just gonna zip those off right fast, drop the sway bar down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that down. Y'all gonna watch time lapse. So I got a little carried away and I actually went ahead and ripped everything apart. I got a jack underneath of the middle of the pumpkin here, got the sway bar pulled down, and I got the shocks undone. I loosened these up to move the sway bar a little easier, and I got the bracket started. So I've got the square bolt going through the middle of the bracket, and it's going in where the top bolt used to go through that way. I just got a nut and a washer over top of it, and then I got another nut holding it right where the middle of the old alignment would be, holding the bottom side in. So essentially what you're gonna do is pretty much move it up one notch. And so I got both sides set up that way. So both sides, you can see, are set up similarly. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get everything straight to go ahead and put the sway bar back in. I'll show you once that's done. Just gonna put you on time lapse, and then I will show you how to cut everything. Pretty much my favorite part, cutting this car up. Alrighty, so we went ahead and got everything officially mounted up as far as the sway bar goes. Went ahead and got everything done. It was a little bit of a pain putting this in. As you can see, it's very close, pretty much touching right there and right there. I don't know really what I'm gonna do about that, but we're just gonna send it for the time being. And then next I'm gonna move on to these down here. So what I'm gonna do is actually take my cutoff wheel and cut evenly along this here, use this template as my template to cut. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut those brackets off, those lower brackets right there. And then the sway bar relocation should be complete. And we'll go ahead and throw these 15s on and see how it looks. But really not too bad to do, honestly. Alrighty, so we got pretty much everything buttoned up on the underside here as far as the sway bar brackets go. Everything's looking to be pretty good, just kind of got it cleaned up and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower the car down and go ahead and put it on the 15s and see how she looks. Alrighty guys, so this is pretty insane. Ta-da. So this is what it looks like with the drag pack on the rear. Man, I think you can definitely classify this as a drag pack. And honestly, if anybody wants to go, hey man, why'd you put a drag pack on your Gen 1 Mustang? Because it has titanium dumps on twin turbos. I mean, like, you know, who's really gonna say no to that? But yeah, guys, this is pretty wild. I'm gonna go get some clips, hopefully, of it running on these tires and see what it's like. Alrighty guys, so I just couldn't help myself. I ended up also picking up a set of front runners to match. I got the D5 front runners. These are 17 by 4.5. I got the specs somewhere right there. That's exactly what they are. They do clear the front Brembos, so that's good. And then I went and bought a set of tires off Facebook Marketplace because I am cheap. And front runners are like $600 for a set. And I just didn't want to pay that, so I got $100 Hoosiers. So yeah, here they are. I got $100 Hoosiers off Facebook Marketplace. They are pretty cooked and pretty dirty, but you know what? Honestly, these tires are just for the track usage and not on the street, so that means that I really don't care that much. As long as I can go down the eighth or a quarter mile with them, I'm good to go. So I'm just gonna clean them up right fast because they have been sitting. You can see they're covered in pollen, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get them mounted up for y'all. God darn, buddy, we about to be hooking and booking. Got the Hoosiers, got the god darn Mickey Tampsons in the back. This bad boy about to be fast. Just kidding, it still doesn't hook. Alrighty, so we got the front runners all mounted up. I'm not gonna lie, it was a complete pain because these have been sitting outside and the beads got really tight. But we got them on the car and it looks wild. So let me show you a little bit better. So this is what we're working with on the front. Like I said, they do clear. The Brembos there, very tight fitment, but they do clear. And I will say, this car looks absolutely insane. We got 17 by 4.5s in the front. Tires, we got 27.5 by 4.5 by 17 Hoosier drag fronts. Rears, the 275/60/15 Mickey Thompson ET Street R's on the 15 by 10s. Just looks absolutely insane, especially with the cut diffuser and everything. Just looking down there, seeing all the meatiness on the setup. It looks insane. It looks like the car is fast when it really isn't that crazy. I mean, it may make 550 to 600 wheel horsepower, we'll say that. But it looks crazy on this drag pack. Yeah, so in that last clip, guys, we kind of just went over everything, how the car is looking with the drag pack on. I don't have it here. It's currently down right now, unfortunately, but you'll see that later. In a future upload, you're going to actually see us putting the drag pack to use because we have taken the car racing, seen what it does. We have a lot more tuning and dialing in of the suspension that needs to go on, but overall, the drag pack is working really, really good. Shout out to Modify Mustang for getting pretty much everything minus the front runners because I got those on Facebook. Shout out for that find. But yeah, guys, in the next few videos, you're going to see us taking the car out to the track, racing it, seeing what it'll do on no prep and prep. I got two separate videos coming for that. So yeah, overall, the S197 is doing good, and there's going to be more content coming out on it. So just click the subscribe button if you want to see more of this crazy car and the build that it's going. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.